This is a push-up to a rack or box. Now, I'm using a rack here. If you're doing it at this gym, you don't have access to a rack, you can do it to a bench or even to something at home like a coffee table or a kitchen counter, whatever height you find is appropriate. So with the rack position here, the first thing that I always want to think about is pushing the barbell in. A lot of times that bar can be rolled forward and we don't want to slip when we get into that position. So when we press, our hands are going to be, I would say, at shoulder width or a little bit wider than shoulder width, and my elbows are about 30 to 35 degrees away from my body. So we don't want to be pushing up here where our shoulders are up in our ear. That's not an ideal position to press from. So we want to make sure that we're in a nice stacked position. So a nice straight line from head to toe, right? Pushing through the bar, slight tuck of the pelvis, and I'm going to touch the bar at chest height. So I'm going to inhale on the way down, exhale as I come up. Notice that I'm moving as one unit. Now we want to find a height that's appropriate. If this height is too high and it's too easy, we want to lower it down. So if that was too easy for me, I might lower it down slightly. In this case, I'm just going to lower it down here to show you. But in an ideal world, as it gets harder, we want to make our way closer down towards the floor. So same setup, I'm going to push it forward, press through the bar. The cue that I really like to use is bend the bar. That helps set the shoulders into a better position. Now, if you're doing this on a bench, it's a little harder to do because you can't physically grab it, but you can still think corkscrew those shoulders a little bit to get the lats engaged. So from here, nice stacked position, tuck the pelvis, bending the bar, inhale on the way down, exhale as I come up. Now, if you're having a hard time staying nice and stacked, a cue that I like to use is to bend the knees slightly. That helps keep a nice stacked position. One of the most common mistakes, so that's a clean rep, but one of the most common mistakes is when people are fully extended, they dump their pelvis forward, and now they're getting a ton of strain through their low back, and they're also no longer feeling their core. If you're doing this exercise right, with a good stacked position, you should feel your core working here as well. So keep that in mind. Also make sure that we keep, especially with the bar position, keep that wrist straight. We don't want to be in too much extension. Now, if you're doing this on a countertop or on a bench, yes, you will be extended in that position, okay? The nice thing with the barbell is that we can keep a more neutral position as we press. So keep nice, good form, straight line from head to toe. You'll know if you're doing it right if you can feel that slight core engagement through the movement.